Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2, the Deadfire. We are having a talk with Maya now. Just halfway, is that really all?
A captain is better than my usual slim pickings, which is a bunch of lower college dropouts playing sailor. Hypothetically speaking, I mean.
She clears her throat.
Have you ever... Dumb question, but here I go anyway.
It makes me so sad to play this out. To go the evil path. Maya folds her arms and shifts her weight from one foot to the other.
You ever gotten close to someone, even though it just wasn't ordinary?
A god stepped on me once.
Yeah, that about kicks the legs out from under ordinary, doesn't it? What I'm talking about is a scenario where a difference in rank can get in the way of enjoying shore leave.
Okay. You mean a tryst between captain and crew? Has someone been a very bad sailor? I haven't been a captain for very long, you know. I think I see where this is going. Let's keep it professional, okay? No. We see this Let's Play is supposed to reveal lots of dialogue options that I haven't seen, and probably many of you haven't seen. So, has someone been a very bad sailor?
This is like picking oakum.
Sighing, Maya rolls her eyes.
I'm just testing the direction of the wind here. Best not to overthink it.
The captain gets to. The winds are calm, but they've been known to shift unexpectedly.
As winds do. I've enjoyed that sort of arrangement before. Nothing to suggest I won't enjoy it again someday.
Maya plants her hands on her hip and smiles to herself. Okay, I can say hypothetically speaking, of course, or I'll pass, but thanks all the same. No. I will not go for that. Sooner rather than later, one hopes, or are you saying, are we? Now let's play it confident here. Sooner rather than later, one hopes.
Depends on what's in front of me and what's on the horizon, Captain.
I'm gonna break her heart so much.
Well, I've laid out my thoughts. You must have a couple.
I'm flattered, but let's keep this professional. Nope. I like you, Maya. Let's see where this goes.
Be a pleasure, Captain. Funny thing is that Ishii can get particular about people.
Maya glances down at her bird, hiding tiny smile.
And when he doesn't take to someone, neither do I.
God. Okay. I can say I have to know how that works. Boring. I can say, what exactly does Ishiza look for in a special friend? Kind of cute answer, but we're going for, you're saying that someone would have to cozy up with your bird, dude.
Did I say that?
Maya folds her arms and raises her brow.
Not everyone's a bird lover. That's fine. Some days I can't stand another second of Captain Stinkfeathers. But Ishii and I are never parted for longer than a few breaths. Take that however you will.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'd like to speak with your bird.
Try not to use any foul language.
Maya, cackling to herself, Maya steps back and gives you space. Perking up at attention, Ishiza takes a cautious hop closer. He tips his head to the side and fixes you with a scrutinizing glare. Try to read Ishiza's soul. No sooner do you bridge the distance to Ishiza's soul than he turns his cold, mismatched gaze towards you. The force of his attention hits you like a whip.
Well, this is unexpected.
A voice cuts through the din of your thoughts, a feminine one, accompanied by the sound of feathers rustling against each other. Whisper, Hilea. Glancing in your direction, Maya frowns as you, to all outward appearance, whisper to yourself.
What exactly did you set out to accomplish by peering into the soul of this noble creature?
I'd say Maya suggested that Ishiza and I get on better terms. I thought that if I get the bird to like me, then Maya would like me. Noble, are you talking about the same Ishiza? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I am asking the questions.
Maya suggested that Ishiza and I get on better terms.
I see. You must put a great deal of faith in Maya to find yourself in this situation.
Ooh.
Are you so certain that she deserves your trust? The prospect of sharing her company. I can tell from here that it intrigues. Far be it from me to judge affection. Better that it bloom or wilt uninterrupted.
Hilea lets out a wistful sigh that manifests as a cool breeze around your neck.
While the Deadfire is being cut, cauterized, and trampled, it is charming to find someone who makes time for such elaborate foreplay.
Okay, could ask her what's your take on Maya, any advice that could help me out. I answered your question, now you answer mine. What are you doing in Ishiza's soul? I guess we finished. No. I answered your question, now you answer mine. What are you doing in Ishiza's soul?
Observing. The one you call Ishiza makes for a convenient lens into your travels. Try not to take it too personally.
What's your take on Maya? Upon catching her name being spoken, Maya furrows her brow and glances your way again. She seems on the verge of speaking up, but then shakes her head and resumes her business.
Do you often turn to birds for relationship advice? I sense that Maya does not easily allow others into her confidence. She is observing you closer than you might guess. She has much on her mind. This may all be a whimsical diversion. That, or she is softening you up for the red work of her masters. Or, didn't you know?
Know what?
Perhaps it isn't for me to say. All in good time. I babble. What does the goddess of creativity know of kith courtship?
Wait, any advice that could help me out here?
I can say for certain that this is a very hungry, overworked, and at times underappreciated bird.
Ishiza spreads open his wings, studying his own plumage with evidently curiosity.
He and Maya share that much in common, at least.
Oh.
Beyond that, I leave the rest up to you.
I guess we're finished.
Best of luck in your mating ritual, Watcher.
Try to feed Ishiza. As you open your pack, Ishiza hops closer, craning back his head to observe with interest. He turns away disappointed, scratching the ground with his talons. Evidently you aren't carrying anything that he wants. That will be all. Carry on, go.
I hope that was as amusing for you as it was for me.
Let's be off. Oh, poor Maya. This is not the first game where I play an evil character. And I've played way more evil in other games. good games I tend to play like in an honest way and in an evil way. Depends a little bit on what opportunities the game offers me. And to be honest now, I've never found it so
You ever
hard.
wonder if it's unhealthy to carry a lantern full of lost souls?
You mean like if I keep at it, they're gonna do something worse and give me nightmares?
I suppose we're past the point of unhealthy.
Oh. So like this game has been so far the hardest in terms of keeping at being evil, keeping at being damn, just being beyond being a dick, being actually cruel, killing innocent people, abusing people, do the bad things. It's really, I mean, evil and good is not black and white. There's usually you're somewhere in a gray area. But in this case, I try to go as far as I can to the black side. And damn has this been hard on me in this game. I usually don't have much problems to just be the ass and kill people and throw them away and use everything for my personal advantage. No big deal. But this time...
Why does your Ranga carve his name into a rock?
The Ranga Nui, and it's a commemoration to show what he built.
With sails unfurled. Then did your Reparo also write their names on other stones?
Oh, too many people talking, please.
Glory and Rautai.
Faithfully done, Emiani. Report to Wakoyo Nui when your hands and your temper have healed.
That's the last time I ship out with some soft-handed runt.
Hello.
Come to gawk, too? My punishment's over, you know.
You'd better watch the attitude if you know what's good for you. Anger flares her nostrils, and for just a second she looks like she's going to lose control, but she remembers herself and calms down.
I guess that is what got me into trouble in the first place. Losing my temper and punching my captain, I mean.
It's as if the mere mention of the incident takes her back to it. Her face darkens with anger and the bitter snarl transforms her features.
Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
He deserved it.
He asked if I knew where I was pointing my cannons. I told him to bend over in front of one and we'd find out. It escalated from there. I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
Ooh, I could use an experienced cannoneer on my crew.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation.
I can vouch for the captain here. Keeps a tidy ship of misfits, but we're still floating.
I could use some mischief. I've about had it with the uptight stiffs around here anyway. I'll see you on board, Captain.
Cool. Orland Peddler. And we also forgot to talk to Atsura.
Hello there. Say, you look like you're a long way from home. I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out.
Sure.
Take a look.
Gauntlets of Ogre Might. Ring of Great Regeneration. Charm of Bones. Against vessels. Runs Call of the Restless. Summons a random vessel to fight for the great... Yeah, exactly, that's what I wanted. This item is what I want. Great. So we found one item that lets us... That's exactly the one I wanted. So, besides of this one, we will need some figurines. Good. But figurines are once per day. Once per rest, I mean. The rest she has is garbage. But this one... It costs us a stupendous amount of money, but... Gotta get it. And... I mean, intellect, history, and insight is really great. But we go for this now. This fits us so much more. So, what does your max health? You get this one. Anyone doesn't wear anything? Good.
Great fetching.
Cool, Isilmir reacted. Let's see what we can do with those two, right?
For what do you squawk and gloat over a heap of stones? Akira, you Rautayans are strange cousins indeed.
The Brass Citadel is a marvel of modern engineering. With the gates barred and the cannons primed, it can withstand any attack and weather any storm. Surely you can see what a fine stronghold this is.
This is an excellent fort, sturdy and built to last.
I'm sure someone once said the same about the ancient places in Deadfire, before storms and volcanoes made ruins of them.
We transformed a rocky cove into the best defended harbor in Nekataka. Such achievements must be celebrated.
This rocky cove was once a prized fishing spot for the Riparu.
If had Kana along, Takeo along, then he could argue with Maya, I guess, here.
These Rautayans act as if every bare islet is merely awaiting a fort or a farm. They cannot look at anything without planning to change it.
To strive is to survive. Those who would achieve greatness must make the world a better, more ordered place than they found it.
That's one way to put it. I would just say more better for me and ordered. I prefer the cows.
Why change the world when you can learn to live in it the way it is? This is what my people have done for thousands of years.
We should ask what provides the greatest benefit, a fishing spot or a harbor.
Must we sacrifice the needs of the few to the whims of the many, then? Akira, nothing invigorates like a good discussion. Thank you for indulging us. There is so little we understand of one another.
Yep. Aloth had a few reactions. Let's check the reputation. So, we're not popular with Aloth. We're popular with Maya, Xoti and Seraph. Unpopular with Idir. We may fail completely on the romance in this game. So I think the guy is downstairs. Kind of annoying because the only entrance is upstairs. Why is it kind of annoying? It means one additional loading screen. No, actually two. One to go down and one to go up again. It would be on the same level. It would save me much time. He's in here, if I remember correctly. Hello! The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles at the corners of his eyes suggest he is not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking, just a little longer than it seems normal. When he finally does, he crosses his forearms over his chest and gives you a slow, exquisitely courteous nod. Diplomatic? I'm not diplomatic. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the Lady of Katnua.
He gives you a sleek half smile that reveals a row of perfect pointed teeth. In his careful stare and the pause before he speaks, you recognize that he's studying you.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
like to think I've got plenty. I like to think I've got plenty of both.
So I see.
He blinks, perhaps for the first time since your conversation began.
I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
It sounds like a significant title, but he is strangely emotionless. He might as well be describing the color of his clothing. For a trading company, you've got a very commanding presence in Nekataka.
And why not? Thousands of years ago, our people came from the archipelago. By one reckoning, we have as much claim on these islands as the Huana.
You know what? This may come... Don't get this the wrong way, but somehow the conflicts between Huana and Rauatai remind me a little bit of Israel, where all kinds of people lay claim on. He shrugs and waves a hand in the manner of someone politely dismissing a compliment.
But our purpose here is trade.
He gives you that unusually placed smile again.
While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
Who did you cross to get stuck in the basement? He chuckles, a sound as smooth as warm oil.
The Huana and the Valians decorate their latrines with gilding and coral, and the Principe cling to faded riches.
He chops one hand through the air dismissively.
I place little value in fancy trappings.
You all sure like your cannons, though.
Can you blame us? We share the archipelago with unpredictable tribes and a league of pirates, and the Valians have made their hunger known. Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Ayora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit.
And what would you do with it?
Nothing. We know too little about luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out.
He pauses and considers you.
Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm.
That depends on what's in it for me.
We are powerful allies with a formidable fleet and mighty cannons. I'm sure we can come to a suitable arrangement.
Irresponsible. Huh.
The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy. Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement. But you can curtail their growth.
This isn't about the welfare of the Deadfire. This is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land, we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive.
He interlaces his long, well-manicured fingers.
The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Mage. If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pokokahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
I thought you were concerned about disturbing Luminous Adra.
Deeply. But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk.
What's to say I don't tell the Valians about this?
For all their faults, they don't lack imagination. I'm confident they know of our intentions.
Okay, very well.
I do not have the precise location of Pokokahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there. Now, what else can I do for you?
You seem different from the rest of the Royal Deadfire Company.
How do you mean that?
You're hard to read.
It comes from years of practice. It's the only way I've learned to beat Karanui at Hazatoa.
Huh. What exactly is the Brass Citadel?
It's a trading post, of course.
Your trading post has high walls, cannons, and guard towers.
Anything worth building is worth protecting.
Sure.
Rhyming Hazanui with Kablooey?
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
Me neither. That's why I leave epics to the lore college.
Criticism is easier than creation.
Oh well, they're right about that, huh? Game keeps going, and we're not at Hasongo yet as intended. Many dialogues. But about the Luminous Adra, I think I intend to support the Valians there. More profits. That's what I'm up for. And I certainly don't care what happens to Luminous Adra. It always has to do with the gods, and I stopped caring about them. So me being greedy kinda offends Aloth, me not going for the Royal Deadfire offends Maya, me not liking the gods offends Xoti and Eder. There are not many people left to like me. There is also a super good pistol in here, but I don't think we have the money to afford it. Call the Restless, summons a random vessel to fight for the whale. Yes. 10? Wait, I have... It has charges. Can I refill the charges? Oh, I guess I got to do some research about that. I really want to know if I can refill that. Otherwise the item is not as useful as I expected. We will leave by sea. We not do any more quests. We go to Hasongo as promised. And then we do some interaction with people. Then we get Tekehu and then we go to the brothel. That's the plan. Kinda hard to plan this much. First playthrough was easier. I could just do what I liked. And get into the party whom I liked. But if I would do that here, then I would end up in the same situation, more or less. So we're not gonna do that. While we're leaving, I need to pee. I'll be right back. Okay, so map. Danash, Asongo. I hope we're not too low on level for Hasonga. Also, we're not going for sea bounties yet because we don't have that many. And our ship hasn't been upgraded yet. We still have the same old Defiant. Although we got one more crew member, I think good cannoneer, right? An amazing cannoneer. Cook, deckhand. Can be our cook for now. Yeah, we'll stay like this. Gotta change later. Directly for Hazong. I think we should save manually here in case something goes wrong. In case Edir runs away too soon. Because I want to see his reaction to when I tell Kana, but I also want to see Palagina's reaction. We haven't recruited her yet. We'll recruit her afterwards.
Atsura asked me to train a crop of new sailors. Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home.
Know anything about this place that could help us? Let's be off. No. I'm sorry, Maya. We'll do whatever we can do to avenge them. Nodding, Maya strikes a salute to the ruins of Asongo. She holds that position for a lingering moment, then stands at ease with the sigh.
I don't get this at all. There was a Dawnstar settlement on Asongo. The place got trampled just the same.
This is a arbitrary. It doesn't seem to matter who he hurts. He does as he pleases.
This is Wide Wen all over again. Only now we know it really is Aethys behind it. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words. Lava better be alright.
That's Gon's footprint, and it looks like it's headed toward that lighthouse to the west. We got trouble, folks.
Hello! Just one single Naga. Nothing to target on, no? Let's get the necrotic lance going right away. Hey, this is our first combat in a long time.
Not even close.
Wait, that was all? Did you miss or... Wow, Ishiza got knocked out? So yeah, I need to target this at a corpse, which we don't have yet. Well, we can summon some skeletons, I guess.
I'm fixing to be sick.
Holy shit, they do a lot of damage. We may be a bit under level.
I'm fixing to be sick.
This one, I think we rather do something with this more damage.
I'm fixing to be sick. There's dignity in death. I'm fixing to be sick. This is gonna be sick.
Yeah, I get the feeling that we are not that strong here. I want to take this down. Good. Now there should be a corpse, right? Oh, not the if we crit it, huh? Oh, we can summon new skeletons, I guess. Oh, Maya has no... So Maya didn't do shit. Before I use this one, I want to see if it's rechargeable. Good.
Of course.
How close to a level up are we? Very close, it's good. It is certainly needed for this place. I get the feeling we're under leveled for this. Haven't done much side quests, and this is right away the next step in the main quest. But it's an important part for Eder, and I don't want Eder at the party. And a Mao woman wheels towards you, blah blah blah.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
I got them for fish bait if they try.
That's right. Show those snakes they won't take us down so easy.
Her hand starts to tremble at her side. There's nothing unusual about her brittle confidence, distant stare and shaking hand. You can read the signs. Whatever she saw here has rattled her to a core.
Captain, 2 places I've seen that look. Healers' tents and exceptional brothels. This is neither.
She blinks at you as if seeing you for the first time.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements.
Pull yourself together, soldier. She flinches.
I'm the storm-cursed assistant quartermaster, all right? I deal with rats and meal moths, not... The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago, I can't be sure. But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra.
Her eyes start to glaze over again. She stares into the distance, her mouth slightly open. Her wounded companion, meanwhile, is staring suspiciously at the farmers. They shrink from his gaze. Snap out of it.
I'm fine. Just remembering. The Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Co. ordered the gunhawks and cannoneers to take up positions. They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards.
Focus, what did the Colossus do then?
I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire, felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know, like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark.
I see, I should probably take a look around.
They skulked in after, once our walls were down. Those of us who were left fought. But those cowards moved through the sunken hallways. Ambushed us from below.
The only cowards are the ones who run away from the fight. Both Zuhira and the angry soldier look away in shame.
Those snakes are little more than animals. No match for trained Rawatayan warriors. When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
He traces off his gaze, distant at the scenarios of bloody vengeance, no doubt playing in his mind's eye.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons, so we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
What do you have against these farmers?
Dawn Stars.
Fleetmaster Co. hired them to tend the fields that supply the mainland, but they started acting strange, dreaming strange.
You mean dreaming of things to come?
One of them, Lotharin, had a row with the Fleetmaster over it. Left angry just before the Colossus showed up.
And?
You think that's a coincidence?
I think their praying called it here. Getting back at us for the Godhammer. Even if not, they definitely know something.
Spitting at our god? You ought to fear for the future of your soul.
Is there anything else?
This is a fortress. Surely you got some way of fighting the Naga.
The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without... There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
The big guns and me are on friendly terms already, Captain.
Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them if you look carefully.
Do you have any to
Is
trade?
there anything else?
Who are you?
Zahira, assistant quartermaster.
Because
Captain?
her mechanics are 1. I forgot to retrain her. I need someone with mechanics, period. So...
Is there anything else?
Damn it, do I really need to ship away because this stupid place has no trader in there?
Just say the word.
Yeah, that's kind of bad because I really need her for mechanics.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
We keep going. We still haven't had a level up.
Hey.
Okay, good. We get one now. Can we summon skeletons up here? Oh yes! Actually, Xoti, you need to change. Buff us. Change to your bow. You should be able to place a fireball up here, right? What, you summoned all of them down here? Get up here. Are you kidding me? Wow, this is really bad. You stay here and do this. She is shooting you. You are wasting your stuff. We need damage up here, you know? You have some wizardry powers too. But I really need to retrain her. Okay. Let's fight this guy then.
Too slow.
Really? Good. Can we kill this guy finally? Because this fight is really not going to my favors. We move here. Good. And then we actually move like here. Good. And the rolling fire should actually really go. Good. Oh, Ishiza has no... Drink a potion.
Rebirth awaits me.
Very, very well. Now I can go and kill them. Shell fog in here. That's nice. But move close. You cannot move close. Really? Because we have some barrel left. So it is down. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage too. Good, now kill this damn barrel. Good. Now do the chill. Exactly, do it here.
What's on your mind?
Good. And then you do the explosion here. I wanna see that.
That's it?
No, you do the explosion where the next one was. Do it here. You hit this guy. Shiza, follow this guy. Shoot this guy. Activate this. Get there, heal yourself. Nice. It's a lot of damage, but I'm going to die here. Good, now change. Come on, change your weapon. Good. Good. And now... Good check.
See that, Ishi?
Good, he's done for. That was a rather harsh fight because we couldn't really get to them. We should have run around from the very beginning.
That's it?
Couldn't you load on your way?
I shall.
You can walk and load a gun, you know. Well, we got some level ups, that's good. Loot this stuff. Can sell it for good money. A bit more intimidated, I'd like. I guess some more arcana. These are just the weapon styles. Need them. Blinded. It's kind of fitting. That means confused. No. This is defensive. And this is damage. We also like this one. Paralyzed. But I think we go for this. Blind the group is really useful. Sortie. More religion. More arcana. I could give the arbalest to you actually. If you stay, then you're gonna get the obelisk. You have the proper stuff in here. Fortitude defense, concentration. Get some defenses, I guess. So you don't die that often. And I still need the mechanics, so I need to retrain her somehow. You get survival, athletics, better knockdown. No. Oh no, the good stuff comes later, right? Focus. Better knockdown. So yes, let's quickly save here. So I think we have to ship away again. Continue. Scan the fortress. Check for ammunition. Don't have. Turn the bomber towards the cluster of Naga. Push the bomber into position. 16 enough. Examine the rotating platform. So we cannot really use the bombard. We could rest and get some might. We have saved, so we know. What do we have in food? +1 might. If that is enough is a question here. I don't think that I have anything that gives might. Food. Hearty breakfast. 1 might. Seafood stew. Perception resolve intelligence. Yolk bowl. So we have one thing that gives might, which is the marinus porridge. Let's see if one more might is good enough. Let's give everyone some fruits except for our main character to get the marinus porridge. So we can't use it at all. Got to fight with an underleveled party on super hard. Fun! I guess we'll deal with it. But I need to pee again. I think I need to take a longer break. I need to write down the next step, otherwise I'll forget it after the longer break, because I'm getting hungry too. I haven't eaten today. I've had coffee and tea, which is now pushing on my bladder. If I'm not wrong, then here is some combat. Good. Like, move here. Good. And now you do the rolling flame. In this direction. Good. Ishi. Get on auto. Exoti, I want you to buff all of us. Is this big enough to hit all of us? Yes, it is. Good. You do the effective. No. You do the... Oh, that's small region and there's no dull mind in this. You actually move over here too. Do the rolling flame too. You hit like here. Good. You really missed? Really? And this guy... No. This is super fucking bad that this guy just passes on because there is the stupid to engage anyone. Oh well, that hit really well, to be honest. Can we explode someone? No. So the exploding thing is fun, but not the most effective. Yeah, sure, do the paralyzing stuff, that's okay. And then you actually do the jolt thing against this guy because I want this guy to be dead. Starts to annoy me because he's attacking the wrong target. Good, and you actually can do something too. Not much anymore. Nah. Attack this guy.
Anyhow, you only
Really? Really? Yeah, do that.
Can't whack him any harder.
Good.
No can do.
Oh, skeletons are lovely.
What do you want?
Too alarm here.
Get some more skeletons going.
Too alarm here.
Although we probably
Didn't work.
feels like home, doesn't it, Ishi?
Cool. Cool, we did it. Should give us some level ups, right?
Do you have any antidotes handy? I'd be much obliged.
Yeah. Oh, we got some notes, some stuff in here. Oh, there was a.
We could rest for a bit.
No,
I'd be
we
much
cannot.
obliged.
You're tough enough even if you're injured. Xoti is not, on the other hand.
I'll handle this.
There's a gun. Want to use that? Fine, Archibus. Stuff to sell. You can get over there. So. Wait.
Speak
Maya, no level up? Alof. More metaphysics. More arcane. Sickened and terrified. Some comfort. I mean, the sickened and terrified is good. What is this one? Beneficial effects are suspended. So if the enemies buff themselves, we can do that. They'd rather have something like cleanse, but I think we go for the concentration at the beginning of the combat. So we can have mechanics on like level 6, but I think it doesn't matter because we got to fight anyway. But let's get outside. And then let's get going, but I think that has to wait for the next episode. I need to write down our plan for the next steps in this game, and then I need to get cooking and relax a bit, eat food, have some time to rest afterwards. I also have got a D&D session today, so I'm not sure if I can continue this Let's Play today. We'll see. You will probably see another episode tomorrow. See you then.